Are we
Oh,
are we
there
live
we go.
now? Are
Yeah.
we live? Okay. Awesome.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, okay. So
We had a really
everyone
good name for it.
it'll be a work in progress. It's a work in progress. We'll figure out better names for it as we go along, but that's how it
But
is.
I remember when we were talking in China, you came up with like a killer name, but I forgot it.
Killing it for the podcast.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well,
Well,
I better fucking remember it then, huh?
yeah. Let's spend at least 15 minutes just sitting in silence trying to remember.
Okay, that sounds like an absolutely amazing plan. Hmm.
hmm Well, it was, it doesn't matter. Let's just go on.
Okay, well, brilliant. Let's first order of business. Let's decide what this podcast is going to be about.
Yeah. Um, isn't like I not that I'm a podcast expert or anything, but most people I at least I think that most podcasts they kind of like decide on the topic before going live or recording.
Well, this is the first podcast ever. You've got to start somewhere, right? I'm sure that everyone else's first podcast involves them figuring out what the heck they're going to be podcasting about.
Sure. Um, what
So,
about chemistry?
yeah, I'd rather not. I don't want to think about
Okay.
it. It's holiday still, so let's not go into science and shit like that.
Also, I haven't done chemistry for half a year.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
Miss Reen's probably varied. Well, what did you get as you predicted again?
See?
And what did you get?
See?
Oh, well, so you proved them wrong, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Well, you did because you didn't get your predicted.
No, I got C.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry. I heard a B.
No, no, it was C. C
Oh,
all around. No,
okay.
I not C all around, just in chemistry
Well,
for
now I
both
just feel
predicted
embarrassed.
and actual.
Okay, let's stop getting sidetracked. What is this podcast going to be about? Um,
It shouldn't be school.
well, definitely not school. I think the
Okay.
one of the original ideas for this podcast was so that way we could catch up with each other and see how we're doing and show our friends.
Yeah, but we kind of caught up yesterday.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's
We
more
did
shit
it.
to catch up with.
Nah.
Bruv, there's got to be a lot more shit to catch up with. Don't worry about it. I'm pretty sure we could figure out something.
Okay.
I'm gonna
When?
come with questions.
Okay, go ahead.
Um, okay, hold on. Let me just get my mind in order. This podcast is going to be about us catching up with each other and getting our old friends to watch us,
Yeah.
and then hopefully inviting them to come onto future podcasts so we can catch up with them.
Yeah.
That sounds like a decent idea, right?
For me, a secondary goal is going to be practicing my English since I'm non-native.
Oh yeah, because you're living in Denmark now. Hmm.
Well, that's not the reason I'm non-native. It's because
You're
I
shit.
don't speak. No, it's because it's not my mother tongue.
Well, you certainly fooled me.
Did I actually?
Well, I mean, plenty of people are bilingual nowadays, and I usually assume that to be okay, well, they're fluent in more than one language.
All right.
So, yeah, you're fluent in English because you can communicate 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Regardless if and or what or what or whatever. So that's the idea. We're gonna get new friends to come in, and we're going to catch up with them and see how we're doing and show everyone else.
But for now, it's just us.
It's just us. So then why don't we just do that with each other? For the sake of everyone else, we'll just catch up, even though we did it
Yes.
yesterday. So how about we haven't even introduced ourselves to our viewers who probably don't know us.
Oh, do you want to start?
Okay, dokie. Well, I'm Alistair. I am a well-known voice actor in the YouTube community. I practice daily with many voices. For example, Yurge that's my impression. It's one of my most loved and sought after voices. I'm also a singer of many talents, as you can hear. As I will now demonstrate. Perfect.
Yeah. Really
heard.
hitting the note there.
As you heard, yep. And I am male because it's important in this political climate to state where on the gender/sex spectrum you are on to avoid confusion and lambasting from others. So yeah, that's me. I am if you want to check out more of who I am, you can probably look at the 3 other videos on my channel. I mean, if
you have 3 now?
I have 3 now, yeah. The first one I don't recommend anyone to watch. The second one I recommend few to watch, and the third one I am not ashamed of.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm 16. I live in Singapore right now. It's 12:50. It's nearly 1 a.m. And my name is Alistair. Alistair Chu.
Is it my turn now, or?
Yeah, you can go ahead. Just like
okay, right. I'm Simon Sorensen. I'm from Denmark. I live in Denmark. I'm 16, which means that I turned 17 in 5 months, which means I can take my driver's license in 2 months. Although I have not gotten permission from my parents for that, so that's not going to happen. I do the IB program, diploma program, with little motivation. I do computer stuff. I think I'm funny, but I'm not. 2018 is my favorite year so far, even though it's not even been 2 full days, but I love it. And I'm a happy man.
That's brilliant.
That's really all there is to say.
Yeah, I'm sure we've missed out a lot of stuff, so I guess we can catch up with each other, I guess. So where do you want to start? Oh, I know what we should start each podcast with. We can start with how we met.
How we met. Oh, that's a great story.
That's like one of the best how you met a person stories ever.
It's very good. Do you want us to tell it, or should I?
How about I don't know, actually. Do you want to just like both of us go and see what like the different, or do you want to pitch in, or should I go for the main gist of it?
You go for the main part. Yeah.
Yeah, and whenever you remember something, just like pop in.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think in the future we should get the guest to talk about it, and we'll pop in with whatever we have.
Of course.
Yeah, okay, that's a good idea. Okay, when was this? 2 years ago?
Yeah.
It was the start of
more, actually. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, so it was the start of year. Huh?
Yeah, it's late December. No, September. Late September, actually.
Late September, this typical time when school starts, because September's after August, right? Yeah, yes. So schools. So we both lived in Shanghai before this. 2 years ago, we lived in Shanghai, specifically the Puxi area, which is like the smaller, more rural area, I guess you could say. It's not the town, definitely. It's not the fancy place.
Yeah.
And we went to the British International School there, the Puxi campus.
Great motivation there. Great place.
So I'd been attending the school for since I was in year 5.5. So I was like pretty well seasoned. I was a well-known face around there as well, because I was an actor and a performer. So I was a school personality, and it's a small school, like probably no more than 60 students per year, and there were 2 schools though, but yeah, probably maybe 1,000 students both in the primary and secondary schools.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, so compared to the school I'm in now, which is 1,000 students per year. I think it's like 200. It's like 200 students per year. It's crazy. But
Wow.
yeah. But anyway, a sidetrack. So yeah, that was BIS. I was
Yes.
famous since I was in year 5. I was an awkward shit. I've always been a bit eccentric. So, and I've always liked making new friends. So when year 10 started, a lot of my old friends had left. I had very few like friends that stayed because it's such a small school. So I was hoping to make some new friends. And one very striking feature about me, but you can't see it right now because the camera's off, is that I have very weird hair.
Yes.
Yeah, I have very, very funny hair or whatever. It just does its own thing. It's one of those magical anti-gravity hair that anime characters get. I sort of style myself after anime characters. So I think it was chemistry or biology? It was biology.
It was biology.
Yeah, it was biology. So the year started. It'd been like a week or two, and we were still getting settled into our classes, because in the first week of school you get like an initiation week where you don't get a set class. You just kind of wander around different people's classes and you see what's going on, and then you get put in classes. So it was the second week we got put into classes. Simon was in my class, and I bumped into him a few times beforehand, like from afar. I was like, oh, there's a new kid, he's called Simon. That's about all I knew. So I had the first chance to actually meet him in my biology class when our biology teacher, Miss Chatterton, told me to buddy up with Simon here and grab him a biology book. So I did it with my usual pomp and circumstance and pizzazz. I stood up and said, "Hello, Simon. How are you, my good lad, child?" or something along those lines, probably. And then I pulled you out of the room to the science faculty room to grab your textbooks. And then this was the key defining moment here. I said, oh, so you like crazy hair too?
Yeah.
I think.
And I had normal hair.
To him, he had normal hair, but to me, he had crazy hair because it was long, and other males do not have long hair. I was just used to the typical hair of BIS, which was short and functional.
The haircut at that time, it was like almost military short in the sides and quite long on the top.
Yeah, it was kind of like mine, which is why I said, yeah.
It didn't suit me.
No, it did not suit you at all.
No.
Yeah. it was kind of everywhere, and I was like, oh man, great, I've got a friend now. Oh, I can try making a friend of this guy. It's probably not one of the best not pickup lines, but like make a friend lines. Oh, hey, you got crazy hair like me.
Yeah.
It was a good thing that Simon was a very forgiving individual.
I thought I was very cool about it.
Well, I gotta say you were, because I wasn't aware that you felt offended by it.
Yeah, I was very quiet back then.
Oh yeah, but I don't know.
Well, it's not that I was quiet, it was just everything was new language, and I didn't know anyone, so.
Yeah, but then you met me, right? So
yeah.
So at that point, did I really like spark anything with you? Did you decide to start coming out your shell at that point, or like when did you start coming out?
Oh my god, that wasn't until year 11.
Really, year 11?
Yeah, it took very long for me.
But I mean, I could have sworn I've spent a few times at your place at year 10.
Probably, but in school I would be a lot to myself for the whole of year 10.
Yeah, year 10 was weird. It went by really quickly.
Yeah, so that was a very weird year for me. I did not like it at all.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, it was because like all my friends had left and I didn't really have many. I think Emma was like the one new friend that I made that stuck really.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like Chen Kai was in my class as well, and everyone expected us to get along well because we were so similar, but we didn't. For good reason.
Well,
that guy's.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But so I remember year 11. The reason that was better for me is that everybody that I didn't kind of get along with or hadn't talked to, they left.
Really? Who left?
So
Like
Well,
who?
I don't know. Paul left, but I did like Paul.
Yeah, but Paul was nice. Yeah,
Yeah, he was a good guy.
yeah, he was a big
Uh,
German dude. Yeah,
Glenn left.
yeah, but he was
Liked
nice as
Glenn.
well.
Yeah, I did like him.
He was a
Robin.
short German, nice dude. Robin. Oh yeah, Robin's a bit of a. Well, he
No,
was
I had nothing
Italian.
against him. I liked him, but I've never talked to him ever.
Was he Italian? I don't know.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, he was more of a popular, kind of deal, I guess.
Yeah,
It's a bit
but like
tough for us awkward types to get along with.
it was like in year 11, a lot of people left, but very few came.
Yeah, so I got even smaller. So I guess you could like.
So for me, that was easier to befriend people and kind of
Yeah.
fit in better.
Yeah, yeah.
Less competition, you know.
No, yeah, I got that. So to make friends, less competition to make friends. You're gonna be fighting for friends.
Tough market, you know. Tough sell sometimes.
If friends worked like that, it'd be a savage world we live in.
Yeah.
Oh, really, but like year 10 was that year 10 I didn't really go over to your place because I didn't live nearby.
Right.
Yeah, I
When
lived
did you move to?
yeah, I moved during the summer from year 10 to year 11.
Right.
No, I used to live like 30 minutes away from you, and then I suddenly moved to a place that was like 5 minutes. I could basically walk to your place in 15. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what made things so much easier. But
That was the turning point there.
yeah, that was a turning point when we became like, I don't know, associate acquaintances, friends, really good friends.
Yeah.
What was it exactly? It was how did we start getting to know each other better during class though? Was it like computer science?
Yeah, we had computer science
And then we
and
had Reynolds.
all the sciences.
All the
No.
sciences together, right?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
But yeah, all of our science teachers were pretty great.
Yeah, I loved every single one of them.
Mm-hmm. But I think Mr. Reynolds, we got to give him a lot of love. He was just like he kind of fit everyone's idea of a fun teacher, and yet someone we could make fun of.
He was the reason I liked him is that he kind of so it was a private British school and we were wearing uniforms and
With
blah blah
ties,
blah.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It was
Prim and
it was a
proper.
nice school. It was formal. And even though all of my teachers were cool,
Mhm.
they were like cool teachers. They weren't very strict. But Mr. Reynolds, he was like a Danish teacher. So for me, it was kind of like home.
A Danish teacher. What's the
Danish
education
teachers,
like that?
we're fucking crazy.
Oh, I should move. I really should.
Yeah.
At this point.
You should.
Damn straight.
We have a fantastic boarding school in Nyborg, and I'm sure they're just extending it, so expanding. Sorry, you should be able to fit right in.
With all as the one Danish kid who doesn't know Danish, a non-Danish kid, Asian kid, sorry, doesn't know Danish.
There's a few foreigners, so
in your school. You guys
Quite a
teaching
few,
English
actually.
or Danish?
English,
Okay, good.
except for Danish literature. That's in Danish.
But I wouldn't be taking Danish literature, would I?
You shouldn't know. Even I can't do it.
Well, literature kind of sucks as a thing.
It does. I hate the literature subject, and some people love it, and that's fine. I just don't like that I'm forced to take it.
Yeah, like you speak a language. Well, in IB, you get forced to do a lot of things, really.
Yeah. No, CAS, fine. It's ridiculous, but I'll do it. TOK, ridiculous as well, but I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Literature, terrible. I do not like it because it's just setting me up for failure. Even when I try really hard, it's like, you get a 3.
Okay, yeah. So that's our current outlook on IB, I guess.
Yeah.
So But then thankfully we had. Oh man, I wish Mr. Reynolds taught us computer science.
Yeah,
That
they
would-
don't even have computer science at my new school.
that's a bummer. We have computer science in my school, but I mean, I didn't take it because apparently it's like the worst IB subject. Like the world average is 3.
Right. But the thing is, we have so many computer science teachers at my school, but in Danish education system, and none of them bothered to
Learn IB.
qualify for the IB one.
Yeah, yeah.
So now I have to do physics, and how is that going? Not very good.
About as well as high level maths, I'm guessing.
A little better, but not good still.
Yeah, well, yeah, that really does suck for you, mate. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. You know what? You don't have to, stick it to the system. Stick it to the man. You know, do what you want. So year 10, that was the year where we honestly have no fucking clue what happened. We just kind of knew each other. We had classes together. Then year 11 came around.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we started hanging out more.
Yes.
Why was that?
We started doing the grand tour with Jerry.
Yeah, but that was pretty late in the year though.
What? Yeah, because grand tour came out
Like
it was September, I think.
Yeah, it was like
or November around. Yeah, it was quite late.
Mm-hmm.
We you filmed 2 of my videos, my kitchen videos.
Yeah, there was that as well. But I mean, that was when we were already like good friends. How did we become from like acquaintances to like good friends?
I don't know.
Hold on, did you hang out with Andrew and Lorik a lot more before in like year 10 before me?
Yeah.
That's probably why, because I'm solid friends with them because they're the few guys who stayed from before year 10. And Lorik's like one of my good friends. So that's probably why. Did we ever do things like together?
We went to a concert once.
Yeah, why did I invite you for that? It was kind of because I thought you liked like 80s music, and that's what that band primarily did. But then they flipped it around and started doing like metal. And I was like, oh, I'm a bit surprised. I'm sorry, Simon, but
I enjoyed it. It was a fun night.
That was a good night. But
yeah,
that still isn't like one of the defining moments of like when we became friends, good friends.
Honestly, mate, I think it just kind of happened because I liked that you were funny. So
oh, thank you. Even though I wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I liked the fact that you did so much with the things that I wanted to do. Like you did computer shit when I was like dreaming of doing it, and then you had like a pretty solid YouTube channel. Which I should probably put your channel in the description. Yeah, go check Simon out. He's got some really stupid videos, and I highly recommend his cooking series, which featured me behind the camera.
Yeah, the first one. Don't actually avoid the very first one unless you want to puke.
Which one was that? Was that the burger one?
Yeah.
And then we had the pizza one. The
pizza one is great. That one is very good.
Did we make any more after that? We had like plans to make more.
Yeah, but that's then revision started.
Oh yeah. Shit.
So
wow, life caught up quick then, didn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of shit happened in here. I think I figured out how we became from like acquaintances to good friends. We realized that we had a lot of similar subjects that we liked. We both liked film, we both liked computer science, and we both liked doing stupid things on the internet.
Yeah.
To a degree. And I was willing to help, or I was willing to learn from you. I thought of you like as a senpai shit.
On some things.
On some things, yeah. And I guess that's we decided to forge a friendship based on seeing whether or not we could fuck around on YouTube.
Yeah, I didn't hear any of that. So
why not?
Because my dad came down and said there's dinner, so I had to mute the mic.
Oh, okay. Do you actually how long can you stall until Because we got a lot to talk about still.
Yeah, I can do another 15 minutes, no problem.
Okay, sick. Yeah, that should
So-
be fine.
It's not. I hope I'm not ruining the thing, but in Denmark we eat quite early compared to you Asians.
No, actually, that's the rest of the world eats early. It's just that Hong Kong, as an individual country, just eats when they have the chance. We do a lot of work.
Yeah.
We never rest. Where were we? We were talking about having the same subjects, deciding to fuck around on YouTube, and then we decided, yeah, let's actually fuck around on YouTube. I think I remember telling you that. Oh, I think one of the things was I went over to a friend's place and then I showed you his black magic camera. Remember?
Right. Yeah.
And I said, hey, if I could like use this black magic, if I could get permission to use his black magic camera, could we possibly make a film together? Because like someone needed. I always found it difficult. Like for my first YouTube video, I couldn't do it myself. So I thought I'd get someone with skill to help.
Well, skill and skill.
Have you seen my first video? It was taken from like I used my neighbor's friend and a monopod because he didn't have a tripod, and we filmed in an echoey room when I didn't have any concept of acoustics.
Okay, to be fair, at that point, I'm almost certain you're not retarded, and we're like, you know what? This audio is perfect. You just didn't have a choice.
Yeah, I guess, right? Because it's hard to find a nice empty room that's white like that. Not many people have the privilege of green screens.
Yeah, ideally, you should have
a mic.
lab.
Yeah, yeah, but I didn't. And then the like media studies, we were allowed to take things out in year 11, but not really in year 10.
Yeah,
yeah, that was that as well because we started filming in year 11. Remember for our project for our GCSE. So that's when we started like putting together all this equipment and using it properly and like fangirling over it.
The main problem for me is that I always walked to school and I didn't have a driver and I had no idea how to get a taxi.
Oh yeah.
So I couldn't like bring that much stuff home that often because my arms were hurting. Yeah. Don't want none of that unpleasantries.
Yeah, no. So then we started making YouTube videos. I said we could get that black magic, but we never ended up using that black magic because we just settled for my Canon 5D Mark III, which I got as a summer gift from my uncle.
It was easier as well.
Yeah, it was easy to use because like I bet the black magic would have had like things we could never have figured out.
Yeah, and I mean it was easier for me to just text you, hey, can you come over and film?
Yeah, rather
instead of having you borrow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So then we made our first video together, which was this before or after the concert though? Yeah, but we made that video. Was it pizza? No, burger shit.
Burger was the first one.
Yeah, Cooking with Simon. Go check it out on his channel, even though there's probably just like one person watching this right now. Who is my friend Cher. Shout out to you. Thank you for watching, and please write something in the chat so that way we don't feel too lonely.
How do you see it? Oh, no mind.
Yeah, you just check the YouTube video.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. And then we made the second video a few months after that because it was tricky when you're students and trying to make things with proper equipment and it's just two people. And then we had pizza. That looked like USA.
Yes, and the next video, it was scheduled. Well, it wasn't scheduled like on a date, but I had planned everything out. We were gonna make tacos.
Yeah, I remember.
And there was actually two people that wanted to come and watch it like as a live audience.
Yeah, that was cool. Who were they again?
That was Maria wanted to watch it, I think.
Oh yeah, because
no, it's Paloma and Maria.
Oh yeah, so they count as one person. They're twins, Spanish.
Yeah.
So yeah, and they were a real hit in our computer science class, weren't they? Once Reynolds found out that you had a YouTube channel and he just watched all your shit.
Yeah. And I remember they pulled up one of my older gaming videos, and it was terrible English, and I was swearing so much. And he was like, "Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. You're gonna shut it down."
I'm glad. Well, you can still watch it on Simon's channel.
Yes, I haven't taken it down, even though I'm embarrassed.
Well, I haven't. I think no YouTuber should ever take down their first videos. Honestly,
Never.
yeah. I mean, they should just keep it there for reference. See how far they've come. See how they've gone from cringe quality humor to like actual quality humor. Even though our like, burger thing wasn't really.
There's a lot of things wrong with that, but if you watch the pizza one, most of the things were fixed then.
Yeah, we solved the freaking focus on my damn camera, kind of.
Yep, and the audio is way better.
Because, yeah, we used a lav properly. So yeah, that, and I just want to talk about the concert because that was a good bonding experience for us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Do you remember I want to hear what you remember from it, first of all.
I remember it was funny because at that time I was pretty good friends with Andrew.
Yeah, so that's why I invited both of them out.
But he was dating.
Oh yeah,
right,
Claudia.
at that point. So I was
the third wheel.
Well, you were there as well as
yeah, I was
unless you were the fourth wheel, but no, I'm just saying I didn't have like my best of the friends that were there.
Yeah, so who were your best of friends at the time then?
I'd say my best friend at that time was actually Andrew.
Okay, well that's
you're very close. I guess runner up.
No, that's. Were you saying?
No offense.
No, none taken. I mean,
and we don't have to quantify. How do you say quantify? Yeah, the friendship level of goodness.
But I mean, like right now, I'm better than him, right?
Sure, I haven't talked to him for so long, but I have caught up with him. I didn't know he moved to the UK before he posted a picture from the UK, and I was like, "You moved to the UK."
Yeah. I actually heard from my mum, which is pretty sad. But
oh wow, well,
yeah. We should have him on.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we might have like him on next, maybe in that case.
Yeah.
Anyway, where were we?
Yeah, I gotta go in like 5 minutes, so we should probably round off.
Round off soon. Okay. So there was a concert. You remember nothing from it. I think we can talk about the concert some other time. We can talk about it next time with Andrew because that's definitely a story that should be told.
It'll be fun to hear his point of view.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it'll be good. Like maybe we can get Cloudy in as well, just as a joke.
You want those two in the same one?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, surprise! Here we get two of you in the same room. It's been like a whole fucking year, but you still haven't gotten over it. Okay, so yeah, that was like early 2016, year 11 shit. No, 2015. Late 2015, early of that year 11 year. So then later on in that year, we ended up just revising a lot.
Well, actually, I didn't revise at all.
You did whatever you did, and I went full Asian because I'm Asian. Yep. Such as life, yeah. And then we studied. Oh, I studied. You did whatever you did. And then we had like
Star Wars.
Oh yeah, well, rewatching. Yeah. And then we had the Grand Tour thing with Jerry.
Yeah, that was good fun.
Yeah, to gloss over that, basically, Grand Tour came out. If you don't know what it is, it's basically the best show on earth as of this moment.
Yes.
And we got a third friend, Jerry, who we should also have on definitely.
Yeah.
How sick would that be, Jerry? And then, yeah, we basically just watched the Grand Tour every weekend, and we ordered pizza and shit. That was good.
I missed those days. They were good fun.
They were such good fun. Yeah. And then stuff happened. And then the year ended. we had GCSEs were over. We hung out a lot during that final summer of year 11.
Yeah.
I made a final passing video of you saying something about roof tiles. I have it somewhere. I'll send it to you.
I remember. I don't know if this is appropriate to reveal it now.
Oh,
But when we said goodbye for the last time, pretty sure you said "see you when I see you," and I almost cried.
that was me going
I was
down
like,
the lift, right?
"Yeah, see you when I see you," and I was like, "No, Simon, you're male. You're not gonna cry."
Oh, gee,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh man, it was nice reliving all of these memories.
Yeah,
We tried
it is
making,
nice.
yeah, we tried making a couple more things during that summer, but that summer was just like, we'll just fuck around and enjoy the time we have left.
And I am disgustingly unorganized.
That too, yeah.
Yeah.
And then that summer, late summer, you left to Denmark and I left to
Yep.
Singapore, and we've been here ever since.
But we kept in touch pretty good.
Yeah, we did a good job of it, didn't we? I mean, like, this is happening now, so it's going to be.
Yeah.
You want to make this a weekly thing?
Yes.
Sick. Yeah, I can totally see this being a weekly thing. I think we should make it on the weekends though, because it doesn't fuck around with school, you know.
Yeah.
And we have to sort out the time things with all of our friends, and then we have to like make sure that this gets advertised properly to all of our friends.
Yeah.
Should we put this on like WeChat and put this on like so many other things?
You want to put it on WeChat? I don't even have WeChat on my phone anymore.
I have WeChat. I mean, like a lot of guys in China, right? Still, Shanghai, you still use WeChat, so you should use it with them. And then, of course, Instagram and Snapchat for everyone else. But I don't
Yes.
use it, so maybe could you try?
Yeah, I have a pretty big Instagram profile, if I were to say so myself.
Okay, so you put some live videos out, and just say, "Hey guys, we're doing a podcast. If anyone would like to come watch. If you'd like to join, if you'd like to be a guest, PM you, I guess, right?"
It's just to be clear, it's actually pretty small. Like I just hit the 90 likes on a photo record and I was ecstatic, but it's not really a lot. But it's an achievement.
It certainly is an achievement, but I mean, look at me. I've had one post, and I put like 3 days of effort into that one Instagram video, and yeah, and then nothing came of it. I got like 50 likes, I think.
50?
50, yeah.
Hey, that's not bad for a first post.
I don't know what's good or what's bad. It was my first post. I assumed everything was bad because I saw everyone else's, and they all have like averages of 100, 200.
Well, maybe we should table that discussion for next time.
Yeah, if you need to eat dinner, go eat dinner. Well, it's definitely.
Yeah.
I'll have to push this earlier, so that way,
Yeah.
it doesn't clash with dinner. Or you can do it at the dinner table. That's pretty rude, though, isn't it?
I'll just yes.
Just talking to some friends all the time. All right.
Well, do you want to go on live first, offline, or?
Nah, I think we can say goodbye here, and then we can say goodbye after.
Okay. Well, thanks for listening to our podcast. We're keeping it short today due to the fact that I have to go.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for tuning in, or the one person tuning in, and thank anyone in the future, or I guess in the moment, who's watching this as a archived video. And yeah, definitely, if you want to be a guest featured on this, if you're a friend of ours, like direct message me in any way or form if you have my contact, or put it in the comments. And yeah, even if you're a new friend, like you can have new friends from Denmark that we've never met before, and you can introduce them.
I'll try to see what I can do.
Yeah, I'll do some with some new friends here, maybe. That'll be fun.
Right.
Yeah, so this will be the start of hopefully a very fun kind of thing we're gonna do.
I'm sure it's gonna take off.
We just have to make sure we get the ball rolling, and then people will come and watch it or listen to it, and I don't know. As long as like we get to talk to friends.
Yes.
All right. Well, say goodbye, Simon.
Goodbye, everyone.
That's it from Simon.
I'm sorry, I was a little monotone, but it's just straight to the point.
Would you like to say it with some emotion?
I'm ecstatic that you wanted to watch it, and I wish you the very best day. Or if you're watching this in the night, I wish you a next day being good. Goodbye.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to be the last person to say something, or should I be the last person to say something?
You be the last.
Okay. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you when we see you.